How do you feel the music scene in your local area, the Tri-Cities, is? Is it kind of expanding? Is it going in one direction or maybe receding?
I think I feel like it's always going to be there. And I feel like there are like a million different areas, like depending on the genre you play and stuff. Obviously, like metal and stuff is pretty big right now. But I don't know, it feels like a couple years ago it wasn't, and punk was, and I don't know, I didn't even know this whole like acoustic other scene existed.
So it sounds like there's a metal scene, a bunch of punk kids that wish there was still a punk scene, and some indie kids?
Something like that.
Do you think any of them will make it?
Ooh. No. Not that I can think of right now.
Do you think you'll make it?
No.
So what's the purpose? What's the inspiration? Why do it?
I don't know, because I don't know. I think about that a lot actually, because it irritates me. Like it stresses me out so bad writing music and playing music and all that stuff, but I still do it. I don't know why.
Is it compulsory, or do you make yourself do it, or does it just happen?
Well, I make myself play shows, but as far as writing, I'd never make myself write, because I've tried to do that in the past, and you just get crap. So.
Who inspired you most as a guitarist?
It's a tough one. It's a very tough one. I actually didn't even really listen to like music all that much when I started learning guitar, and then if I did, it was like whatever was on like radio, just popular, boring stuff that didn't even have guitars in it. Yeah, but later on, when I started getting a little bit better, Stevie Ray Vaughan, he's like one of my favorites, easily. Steve Bonnell from Schoolyard Heroes.
Just then? What made you, I mean, learning guitar isn't easy. What made you keep practicing?
I don't know. I have no idea, because it's like I've tried to learn other instruments since then. I tried to learn piano once. I couldn't do it. I didn't have the patience. I don't know why I did.
Have you ever thought about playing bass instead of guitar?
I actually wanted to learn bass in the first place. I was in like, I think it was like the 6th or 7th grade or something, and I told my dad that I wanted to learn bass so I could play with Greg. And my dad's like, why? Like, you'd only be playing like one note at a time, and that's boring and blah blah. And no kid of mine is gonna play bass, so he buys me a guitar. I learn that instead.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
Well, if it were up to me, I'd be playing music, and that would just be my job and stuff. Ideally, but I think I'm just gonna try for a while, and then like if it doesn't work out and stuff, I'm probably gonna end up in culinary school, working at some restaurant.
Do you think music as a whole, at least on the broader scale, like all across America, do you think it's going a good way or a bad way?
That's a hard question. I feel like I'm gonna piss some people off. No, I feel like no matter what, there's always gonna be good musicians around, even if they seem kind of scarce. But with that said, I don't know, I heard that Skrillex was like nominated for like all these Grammys, and that kind of hurts my heart a little bit.
Not a big fan of electronic.
Well, I don't know, if you look at the type of people that win Grammys, like people that sing their asses off, or they are really good at writing or playing an instrument or something, and I just feel like it's cheating or something.
Have you read any of Patricia Briggs's books?
I can't say that I have.
No?
Nope.
But I understand that you're good friends with her daughter, Amanda Briggs.
I am. I've actually been telling her to get me one of her books, but I want to read them in order. So she actually tried looking for them yesterday, like the first ones, and she couldn't find any.
How would you classify your music?
How would I classify it?
Yeah, if you had to stick it into a genre.
Oh, I hate this question. I don't know. It's really hard because I feel like a lot of my songs sound different from each other.
Yeah, because I know you use acoustic on a lot of your live sets, but then your album is going to be mainly electric guitar with drums and everything. So how do you translate a track like that you want to be played with an electric guitar and a full band into an acoustic set at a wine bar?
I don't know. I think I've never played at a winery before, but I was thinking about it, and I think I'm just gonna keep like the slower, like softer ones. Play covers and stuff for places like that. But like all the songs on the album, like when I was writing them, they were never meant to be acoustic, and that's why they're going to be electric on the album, because I want people to hear them the way that I heard them when I was writing them. And then playing acoustic shows is just kind of like, I don't know, promoting myself.
So after this album, do you plan on continuing to work on your own stuff or moving on to something else?
I haven't decided yet. I'm not ruling anything out though.
But you definitely still want to stay engaged with music, right?
Yeah. I kind of feel like it's not really a choice. I feel like I go crazy without it.